after that one.
They go play action here on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big save to bring up third down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Looking to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing to start the drive. Cook. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chargers 21.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
He'll get this to Baker.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Cook. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's not an ice before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Throwing, Cook.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run.
Who's 2nd and 8? Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Now Cook. He's going to let it go again. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.